Hi sir, hi ma'am. I have seen your designs before and your articles, and then I have heard a few about your interviews. In your recent interviews, you have said that if not architecture, you have been a singer and you would have been an artist and a poet. And if you would have to collaborate with someone as part of an architecture design, who would you in that aspect?
I would like to collaborate with Rem Koolhaas's office for reasons of the ideas that are generated.
Okay.
Yeah.
I find Anish Kapoor's work very inspiring and interesting. Because he's been grappling with, from his days in performance, as being a performance artist, to the present thing where he engages with space at a much larger scale. So I think he's at a very fertile creative space, which will be interesting. Yeah.
That's really nice, sir. And as all your designs are very bold and like rebellious, is there any particular design that was challenging to make and that was like very bold?
I think in recent times it might have been the House of Stories.
Okay.
Because the geometries were were irregular. And to work that through the entire thing would have been probably amongst the other projects one of the more challenging ones. Yeah.
So I think there are two aspects to challenge. One is where, let's say, it's a singular material and you're trying to do something which has a challenge of how it is to be put together. Second is where number of materials are coming together. So it's about their how they meet each other, how they are next. It's about adjacencies. It's about also dovetailing. So so I think there are two kinds of things where diverse things come together, or a singular thing kind of has its different challenge.
Yes. And have you been looking around Sabha, sir? Is there a favorite corner or any detail in this place that you would like to see?
Well, I think that this has been catching some momentum, that heritage properties have been restored with private interest, and they're also trying to make it into a kind of a economically sustainable model. And I think that's where the future lies, of where not only where private individuals come in, but also most of them are private properties, or in this case it's a trust. But some cities have experimented where important key public buildings can also be taken over by the city. So I think that requires a slightly larger vision where people come together to fund such things. But more than the funding, I think it's how you make it usable and accessible and constantly happening. I think that's what it has been very successful with.
That's really nice.
And I just want to add that I think this needs to be the way we look at our old building stock. Even if it is not heritage, that we would look at meaningful interventions rather than just demolishing, if there's a possibility.
And if Matthews and Ghosh film is a movie, what genre would you think it would be?
One of my favorite films is The Color of Pomegranates, and which is the story of is based on a poet's work, and I think it's absolutely brilliant, and I think it has affected a lot of filmmakers about how it works, because of its abstraction, because of its language, its absolute creativity. So that's almost like writing a novel. So where the boundary of narration is not limited by what, so it's also very theatrical. So I think that's a very interesting space. That would be my top pick.
That's nice, sir. And you, ma'am?
That also happens to be one of my favorite films in terms of its dramatic unraveling and its abstraction. And yes, I would agree with Soumitro on this. Yes.
That's really nice, ma'am. Thank you, sir and ma'am, for such great insights. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.